How do we know that the decision is right?
Welcome to Business in Action program, a program for entrepreneurs that want to run their companies successfully.
Yes. Okay. How do we know the decision is right? The decision we are about to take is going to be right, or
Yes.
the decision is right as we are already on the journey?
No, at the first moment, I am about to make a decision. Yes, and of course, I need courage, but also I need to believe that it's the right decision. And I think that very often, this is again, I think that it is connected with this. I have never done it. My parents never done it. So there is lots of fear. And there's no experience in doing it. So how the hell we know that this is right decision at this particular moment?
Very great question. And you know what? Well, actually, you feel a little bit of stress while you are about to make the decision. This is the right decision, because if you are making a decision that is, you are so confident and you know how to do it. I'm going to tell you how I know in a second. Mm-hmm. But you know what? If I am making a decision that, for example, I'm making a decision about buying another apartment, okay, across the road. But I bought already 25 of these apartments, okay? So I know exactly how to do it. These decisions are not going to inspire me, you see? They're not going to make me whoa every morning. Decisions that I'm talking about are the huge decisions, something that you have never done it before. Okay, you never run a business, now you want to open the business. You never was in a good relationship, now you're making the decision that for God's sake, I'm now going to have a very happy relationship. You know, this kind of decision that you have never done it before. Now, how do you know that this time is going to work? Good question.
Yeah.
Now, before making this decision, there is a little bit of mind work, the mindfulness work. It needs to be done, because we are 40 years old, we are 30 years old, we are 50 years old. We've got all the experience and all the memories of our life, okay? And each time you made a decision, sometimes it was good decision, sometimes someone else made decision on your behalf, okay? And not making decision, that was also a decision, yes, because you allowed someone else to make a decision on your behalf, okay? That is also decision. But now you are in this point of your life that you consciously want to make a decision about something. Now, the decision will only feel confident and feel that it's right decision when your mindset is set up, is your inner you, your desires are set up for it. I'm going to explain this. There are two parts of our brain, of our mind. I know there are more. Psychiatrists, psychologists will say that there are many, but I want to focus on two now.
Simplified.
Yeah, simplified. So one is the conscious mind that most of us are using. So you analyze things. Okay, this is right for me, this is wrong for me. You calculate, you observe, you understand with your sensory factor, with your eyes, with ears, nose. You know something is right, something is not right, and you analyze it. Your intellect, you're using your intellect here, okay? So here you've got the desire that, okay, I want to do this business, or I want to go there, or I want to buy the house, or something like that. So here you're creating, because you're living in this material world, you are making this decision of having something, yes? So you're building the vision in that particular place in your mind. But then there is also a subconscious mind. A subconscious mind, which is the mind, emotional mind, the one which is the deeper mind of you, the one which is related to emotions, the way you feel about something, the way you really desire. You remember when I was telling you about me going to France when I was 16? I didn't have any explanation how I'm going to learn this language. I didn't even know. I didn't even have any books, nothing. And I had this desire that I am going to see this Eiffel Tower and I'm going to speak French. And that desire, that emotional attachment to that what I wanted, created the behavior, created the actions that I have taken. It was not the fact that I didn't know how to do it, that I didn't have any books, that I didn't have access to the internet because there was no internet. Or maybe for you, there are lots of people with economics degrees and they don't know how to do the business.
Of course.
They know everything how to do it. They can explain, they can stand on the stage and tell you how to run the business, how to open the charity, how to do anything. They know exactly. I don't know all of that. They know. But you know what? They've got miserable results. Why?
Yes.
Because only with their conscious, intellectual mind, they know things. But there is a huge gap between knowing and doing.
Yes.
Okay? So when you make a decision, you have to make a decision from the subconscious mind, from the desire point of view, not that you know. The knowing is very important because, as you say, you're pricing the price of your course or you're pricing the product. You need to understand and analyze. But before you go there, okay, you need to feel, you need to have that deeper desire of accomplishing that bigger picture, that happier you in 3 years' time.
That's true.
So when you describe with your feelings, and that's, I do a lot of exercises for that, in your emotional mind, when you really feel what you want, some people, then it will be so much easier to make a decision. But some people will tell me, Agnes, but I really don't know what I want. No.
Yes.
Maybe I want this, or maybe this. This is good because, and this is good because. What do I do?
I would even say that sometimes we are trained to choose particular things. So we think that we want something, but the truth is completely different. So I remember that it was so obvious that if you go to the university I was attending when I was studying the economics, it was so obvious that after we graduate, we're going to work in a corporation, and that it's the best solution. So it's obvious that everybody wants to work there. It's so obvious that we first we attended the best high schools, then we graduated from this best university, so we can, be successful, a successful, I don't know, employee. Yes, just and I remember that. I remember myself that I felt, gosh, it isn't what I really want. But of course, what I did, there was, because when I was 18, 19, 20, I had a little business already. I was running a little business here when I were living. It was in Warsaw, but still everybody was saying, "Anne, corporation." And security, and great job, and great opportunity, corporation. So, after graduation, I also applied and started to work in a corporation. Then I realized, no, this is not something I want. And that was the problem first. So what I really want. Yeah.
Absolutely. So going after what you really want is what we want to tell everybody or our listeners, that this is the things that will wake you up in the morning, and you will have this energy, and you will have. I feel your energy, and you are doing what you're loving doing, and that's why you're successful. and we are successful because we are loving what we are doing. Okay.
Yeah.
And even if there is somebody who is doing, he's got a bakery shop or maybe cake shop, and she or he loves doing it, this is a huge success because someone's going after the passion, and the growth is only as much as the person can imagine. So and have a courage to imagine. Okay, so before making decision, you need to do a couple of things. You
who are listening, we as people, we need to do something.
Yeah. So first, you need to decide what you really want. It's not what your husband or wife, mother or brother or your friends want for you. It's going after what you really want. So that is a little bit of inner work to be done. There's probably not enough time to explain how we do it, but there are plenty of exercises that you can do. You can do relaxation. You can do meditation. You can go through various planning of what you feel like more comfortable. But you know what? Everybody knows what they want, but they say, Agnes, no, I don't know. No, you are probably afraid of speaking out of what you want because you have tried before and it didn't work. Because you didn't know how it works in your mind, that you need to not only understand how to do things, but you need to really deeply desire it before making a decision. Or, Agnes, I don't really know. No, you are afraid, or maybe you're not willing to make an effort and do the work that is needed. Maybe you are on that lazy stuff, maybe it's your lazy time of your life, and you're not feeling like doing anything. Or maybe you understand. So, but if you think everybody, if you talk to yourself, to your inner voice, you will hear it. What is the things that make you happy? If you don't hear it on the first time when you're trying to get there, you can hear after 5 times or maybe after 10 times.
Just don't give up, just try, because you will hear.
Now, this is number 1. Number 2, I'm just doing in a shortcut because we can't be doing all of that. Now, you need to answer 2 questions to yourself. Am I willing? Am I willing to do the work in order to get what I really want? Are you prepared to give up certain things? Or your paradigms, your old programming that you have, for example, for the new job that you're going to get, or your office, you need to wake up 7:30 in the morning and do a certain routine and be at the desk at 9 o'clock with your first client. Or are you going to have the same routine and wake up at 9 o'clock? Are you going to do some work? Are you going to work on your paradigms, on your old programmings in order to change the results that you want? Okay? So, yeah. And the second question you have to ask, so am I willing to do all these sacrifices to do the work? And am I able to do it? Are you able to do it? You answer to yourself. You have all the resources in you. If you are, a thinking person, if you are physically able to do it. I mean, so what on earth is stopping you from accomplishing what you want? We're meant to be happy in this world. So if your old programming, if your old habits, like not doing enough or starting like a fire and then stopping middle of the way when the first obstacle comes, maybe this is on your way. You see? So are you willing, are you able to overcome it and do the work that is needed? Okay? Number 3, set up your mind for it. Set up your mind for it and get on with the work. Okay? And set up your mind, make a decision, get on the work. And then the last thing is allow, once you are on that journey, yeah, when you decided that you want to open a business, or you decided anything, allow the universe, I'm talking a law of attraction here, allow the universe to do the job. Allow means don't Wake up in the morning with the old story, telling yourself, oh, it's bad day. Oh, I'm not feeling like doing the work. Oh, this horrible client I need to speak, and start the day from yesterday, old story that something didn't work. Stop doing it.
When you're saying allow the universe, I will also add allow other people also to support you. Because universe, it's also people. So allow the universe, as you said, extremely important. And I will add, and allow other people to support you, allow other people to help you, because they are willing to help you in accomplishing your missions, your goals.
You can't do it on your own. You have to have people. As you're entering the journey, this is the magic where you will be exactly finding the right people who will be participating in the vision that you have. And sometimes logically thinking people are coming to me with, like, I'm developing the 5 flavors of health project now, yes?
Yeah.
And there are some very smart people are coming to me and they said, Agnes, we need to partnership now. You have to do it with me. This is, we'll go global now within the next 12 months. We need to do it right now. I'm the best person. And I'm saying, hold on a second. With you or without you, whoever comes, if I'm not feeling the flow, if I'm not feeling that it comes with ease, the universe is supporting it, the feeling of me being comfortable with you or with the situation. How do you know that this is something right for you? Because you feel comfortable on that new journey. So I'm going to accomplish, I'm on the way. So it's with you or without you, it's going to happen anyway.
Yes.
So you have that confidence once you make a decision and you believe in this law of universe supporting you. Allow this to support you, but have the belief even when there are lots of obstacles and distractions and problems. They are part of the journey.
Yes, very often, for example, I hear from entrepreneurs or entrepreneurial women. I have kids. I have problems with them. I cannot now do the business, and I say, wait a minute, stop. Life is also about choosing what's first, what's now. But children are not an obstacle to fulfill your goals. Children are not an obstacle. They are with you because of something, yes, because they can be your inspiration, they can be your motivation, yes. But of course, that sometimes children are sick. Simply, I know it perfectly, and I know that sometimes I'm able to work 3 hours a day. Sometimes I'm able to work 8 hours per day. When children are not sick, I'm able to work 8 hours per day, 7 hours per day. God, sometimes 12. Yes, but just these are, as you said, there will be a lot of problems. There will be a lot of obstacles, a lot of distractions, and I love this this expression, shining object syndrome. So, this is great. Oh, and this is great. Well, if you have your decision, if it's your from your inner self, this is the decision we are talking about now, then there's no problem of the shiny object syndrome.
No,
because you're not interested in it.
Absolutely. And also, probably we'll be wrapping up now, but on the one last thing I would like to add is very important, the attitude that you have towards yourself, towards others. Like you said, we have children. What is your attitude, for your goals and for your family? Who said that all of this cannot happen simultaneously and successfully and happy? Why not? We are an example that this is a reality that we are having. But the attitude that we have is the winning key here. I think William Jefferson said, nobody can help men. Nobody can help man with the wrong mental attitude from accomplishing his goals. But no one on earth will stop man with the right mental attitude from accomplishing his goal.
And I think that this is the best ending and best summarize of our whole discussion. Just if you know what you want to do, if you have the right attitude, if you know, well, as I said, what you really want, yes, you can make the decision, and this is the starting point.
Absolutely, and this is absolutely the starting point to any successful stories, whether it's a relationship, money, love, a business, anything applies these strategies that I I have not learned this from anywhere. I've learned this from my life, and I went through all the setup of the charities. I went through different businesses, illness of my child, very difficult 3 years of my life, and we've been through so many experiences. This way of making a decision is absolutely effective. I'm not saying it's the only one, but the one that we are saying that you first need to know what you want and program your subconscious mind, program your emotional mind, get your attachment, not only understanding with your logical mind that this is right for you, but have that feeling inside, that the huge desire that this is what you really want to go after. Believe me, that's the key.
Because later on you will learn other things that are needed on the way. And the last thing I'd like to add, just please, to all of you who listen to us, remember that, as Agnes said, you can apply it to different areas of your life, but also on the different levels. So it can be a big decision, but also, decisions that concerns a year ahead of you, that decisions that concerns, a month ahead of you. Always you can apply it. You do not have to analyze everything. Just, I would simply say, go for it. Sometimes simply.
When you know it. Yes,
That's
exactly.
It. Agnes, thank you very much. I'm really happy that we could have this discussion. I hope that this won't be our last one, because I think that either we can continue when it comes to decision making, because still there are lots of things on the way when you just made the decision, and I think that already I have an idea for another discussion. So I hope that
this is a fraction of what we say, fraction of a percent what we could be talking about decision, to be honest.
Yes, that's it. So I think that, I hope that this is not the last one, and that you will be our regular guest here. So thank you very much for today.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Anne. Thank you.